Hey guys, Max here from maxvine.com. So in this video, I want to share with you guys two powerful tools that you can start using on a daily basis in order to skyrocket your motivation, your confidence, and therefore your performance in virtually any area of your life. So one thing I started noticing when I study high performers, everyone from Olympic champions, world record holders, leading scientists, multi-millionaires, successful, business owners, all of these people I interact with. One of the things I started noticing is they're obsessed with something I call performance tracking, right? And so performance tracking, what it's really about is simply getting clear on how well you're actually showing up on a daily basis. Because most people constantly walk through life being so unintentional and so unclear about what they're actually doing, about how they're actually showing up, about the values and the behaviors that they're actually bringing to the table every single day of their lives. Because most of us in life, we have some kind of end goals, right? Whether consciously or unconsciously, we have some kind of end goals we want to achieve, right? Whether it's, running that marathon or being happy, or getting that promotion, or losing some weight, or writing that book, or whatever it is in your life that you want to achieve. And yet the challenge is that for most people in life, the end goal that they have doesn't match up with their daily behaviors. Meaning, they say, I want to run that marathon, right? In order to achieve that, they would have to run every single day of the week. But then if we look at their calendar, it's just empty blank stares, right? It just all empty, right? They didn't do anything, or they only ran 3 times that week, which doesn't actually lead you towards that goal. And so one of the habits that virtually all high performers have in common is they track every single day if what they're doing that day will actually lead them to the desired end result that they want to have, right? Because for most people, there's this huge disconnect between what they want and what they're actually doing on a daily basis. And so what this means then is simply you're lying to yourself, right? It means you say you want this, but what you're doing says something else, right? Your daily behavior says, no, you don't really want this. You're not really committed. You're not really, following through on what you need to do in order to achieve that goal. And so the tools I'm about to share with you guys are a great way of breaking this disconnect, a great way of overcoming this difference and actually getting yourself to follow through on your good intentions every single day so that your daily behaviors match the desired end result that you want in life. And so what research, by the way, has also shown is that people that monitor their behavior every single day are 2.5 times more likely to actually achieve your end result. If you think about it, 2.5 times more likely to achieve your goals in life if you start using this performance tracking. And so there's really 2 great ways to go about this. First one is simply tracking your behavior on a daily basis. So the easiest way to do this is to simply create a spreadsheet, Mondays through Sunday, and then track your daily or weekly behaviors. Simply marking an X every time you do that, right? So what I do, for example, I track things like waking up at 5 a.m., taking a cold shower first thing in the morning, writing my goals, right? Visualizing my long-term goals, setting my daily goals. I track, meditation. I track sleep. I track working out. I track study times, right? All of these things that are important for me in order to achieve my long-term goals, right? And then what you start to do is you start to simply put an X every time that you follow through, right? Worked out, X, right? Studied, X, right? And what you see then over time is you create some momentum, right? You create some forward progress, right? When you see, hey, last week I worked out every single day, that's a huge boost for your motivation and your confidence. Because if you think about, first of all, a couple of days ago, we talked about how progress leads to motivation, right? Simply like seeing yourself follow through, seeing yourself make some progress is a huge boost for your motivation, but also confidence. Because if you think about where confidence actually comes from, it comes from successful behaviors in your past, right? It comes from having a memory bank, a success bank to draw from, to draw upon in the times when you need it most. In those times when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're angry, maybe you're just not feeling it, you're just anxious and all you want to do is give up. In those moments, it's so necessary to have the success bank that to draw from, right? That says, oh, Look at all the challenges I've overcome. Look at all of the things that I've already done, right, to achieve that end result. Look at all the dozens and hundreds of workouts I've already put in to get to my dream body. Look at all of the times I've meditated, even when I didn't feel like it. And so simply tracking your behavior and getting more clear and more intentional about what you're doing on a daily basis is so powerful for then being able to look back and see, first of all, does what I'm doing actually lead me towards my end result, right? Does it actually match, right? So if the goal is I gotta meditate, 6 times a week, did I actually do that, right? And if not, how can I step up my game? And then secondly, is a huge confidence boost of just saying, hey, I followed through so many times. I already did this so many times. So that gives you a huge sense of confidence and momentum, right? And so simply tracking your behaviors on a daily basis is so powerful. And the second tool I want to suggest to you guys is what I call performance journaling. So simply, when you're about to go to sleep tonight, taking out a journal, taking out a piece of paper, and simply answering some simple questions like, did I perform with excellence today? Did I live up to my values today? Did I actually achieve the goals that I set for myself today? What am I most grateful for today? What was the most exciting, the coolest, most fun thing about today? And what can I do tomorrow to improve my day? And so what this does is, first of all, it's a great way to really look back at your day, look at all of the things that you've accomplished, look at all of the things that you're grateful for, that you're excited about, right? And then also look forward, look into the future and see what are some marginal improvements that I can make tomorrow to improve upon today, right? So if today I encountered some hiccups, some problems, some challenges in my life, what can I do tomorrow to actually overcome those things, to plan for them in advance, to make the day even better than it was today, right? And so performance journaling, simply, really reflecting on your day every day. In addition to tracking your behaviors on a daily basis, I promise you, if you start doing this on a consistent basis, if you start tracking how well you're doing in life every single day, it's going to be a huge boost for your confidence, for your motivation, and therefore over time for your performance, because you're going to be more confident in life, right? You're going to show up with more confidence, more energy, more vitality, because you just know that you're on track to achieve your end results. You're going to feel more motivated because you start to see the progress, right? You're documenting the progress on a daily basis. You're documenting your success story, right? Every time you mark an X, right? Every time that you mark that, hey, I followed through, right? I meditated, I worked out, right? That's a huge boost of motivation. And so that over time, you're going to see that you're going to be able to markedly increase your performance in virtually any area of life. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the subscribe button below to get more videos like this on mental mastery, so what it takes to live an epic life. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.